Hi everybody, this is Dominish Miller. Welcome back to Nightcap with a true crime recap. This is season 1, episode 3. The title of our case tonight is Women is to Blame for Bald Hill Feud. Alleged intimacy between Drawball and Clay's wife causes fight. Victim may recover. If I don't do a great job of reading this article, it's because it was from 1922 and it's very faded, so please bear with me. So we're going to start in Bald Hill on May 22nd, 1922. Latimer Drawball, who was cut severely with a sickle last Friday evening in a fight with William Clay, who is now in the York County Jail, remains in a critical condition, but is said to have rested well last night. There is a small possibility of his recovery, it is said. It developed that the feud of several years, standing between the two men, caused by alleged intimacy between Drawball and Clay's wife, who left him about 2 years ago. About that time, Clay was a defendant in a desertion court in York. The bloody fight between the two men came out because whatever restraint of Drawball's had kept them apart was benumbed by liquor. Drawball was a powerful man and the father of 9. He had been fishing during the day with Herman Hughes, who lives along the Conewaga Creek. As Drawball passed the blacksmith shop of Levi Hoops, where Clay was sharpening his sickle, he is alleged to have approached Clay with abusive oaths and demanded why all the talk and insinuation of the years since Mrs. Clay left her husband. Stories conflict. Hoops, a bachelor 45, who angrily protests he should law against both Drawball and Clay for fighting in front of his shop, was in Lewisberry at an auction. Some assert the strong Drawball tried to get a hold of the older man. Drawball's father, A.W. Drawball, foreman in the State Highway Department, who was several miles away at the time, declares Clay threatened to kill and began swinging his sickle. James Coble and his son Walter, nearest residents, were working in their garden less than 100 yards away. They say they did not see the attack. Walter Drawball, son of the store cutter, told between top of the hill on his way to the store at the moment. He insists he saw the aged Clay leap upon his father, crumpled on the ground near a homemade wheelbarrow, swinging the bloody sickle and threatening to kill. The boy tells how he tore Clay from the wounded man. Drawball lies in one corner of the room near the front door. Less than 10 feet away is the cook stove and kitchen table. His wife and all the children stand by crying, hour to hour. The chairs are backed up to his pallet to keep him from rolling on the floor, and so they stand. Bachelor Hoops shows his sympathies are with Clay. Between frequent laments that all of the fellows should come to his shop to settle their fights, he called attention to Clay's age and said he must have acted in self-defense. Drawball, the blacksmith, asserts got too much Mountain Dew, abused the old man, and then started to beat him up. Mingled with the story of how bad feelings had been developed between the men since Mrs. Clay left the home was much mountainside philosophy on the use and abuse of corn liquor. The senior Drawball alleges both he and his grandson Walter have been threatened by Clay, who they say has recently been practicing target shooting with a revolver. The Drawballs declare that Clay will kill them if he is released on bail, adding that Clay has muttered threats against other residents of the Bald Hills, whom he accuses of having induced Mrs. Clay to leave. The sickle, which was used by Clay, has not been found. And that's the article that I have today about the Clays and the Drawballs. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to the next episode. Have a good night. Hi everybody, this is Dominish Miller. Welcome back to Nightcap with a true crime recap. This is season 1, episode 3. The title of our case tonight is Women is to Blame for Bald Hill Feud. Alleged intimacy between Drawball and Clay's wife causes fight. Victim may recover. If I don't do a great job of reading this article, it's because it was from 1922 and it's very faded, so please bear with me. So we're going to start in Bald Hill on May 22nd, 1922. Latimer Drawball, who was cut severely with a sickle last Friday evening in a fight with William Clay, who is now in the York County Jail, remains in a critical